Hello everyone, we are the Group 8 reporters from 12 Simplicity. In this video, we're going to discuss the continuation part of opportunity screening. So we will be starting from the market research. Market research is the action or activity of gathering information about consumers' needs and preferences. Market research can identify market trends, demographics, economic shifts, customers' buying habits, and important information on competition. By doing the market research, you will be able to establish your competitive advantage. Market research also helps you to, first, communicate effectively to your target markets through advertising and promotion. Second, identify and understand opportunities that exist in the marketplace. Third, pinpoint potential obstacles or problems with your business concept. And last, benchmark and evaluate your success. Market research is divided into two. First is the quantitative market research. Quantitative market research uses structured techniques such as online questionnaires, on-street or telephone interviews, while the other one is qualitative market research. Qualitative market research usually uses unstructured or semi-structured techniques to collect data. Example of this is concept test, individual depth interviews, or focus group discussion.
Next is the concept test. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, it is the process of asking a group of people for their opinion about a new product or advertisement. From that definition, you can say that concept testing is an essential part of the product development process. This will help you assess the attitudes and intentions of the customers toward the new product or service that you are going to offer. Through this, you will be able to know what your product or service is lacking and be able to improve it before you finally introduce it in the market. So, here are the parts of a product concept. The first one is target market. You should be very careful with this one. Make sure that you have chosen the right target market. Next is the existing belief. Know the existing beliefs of the consumers, which they considered as a fact. Next is emotional hook or negative emotions arising from the consumer's belief. This provides the firm contextual insight. Next is the reason why. Why will the consumers choose your product? How are you different from them? Your new product should be unique to get the attention of the consumers. Next is the product benefit, which should clearly answer the question, what's in it? Lastly, you can give other factors. And to understand more what is a product concept, here is an example of a product concept of Decogen no-drowse medicine.
So what is focus group discussion? It is a qualitative research that focuses on people's nature preferences and thoughts about product or advertisements. So, how do focus group work? Companies work within 7 to 9 participants according to specific criteria that meet their research objectives. It could be a mother of children between 5 and 7, or teenagers who plan to buy new phones. It is done through professional recruiters who manage lists of people who have approved to participate in a focus group discussion in exchange of payment or other rewards. During their session, participants are to answer various prompts from the group moderator. Some questions are about their emotional reaction about certain advertisements, sharing opinions on a certain product, A focus group have limitations. It is called observer interference. The answer the participants give are likely to be affected by the researchers. That is one negative thing about the focus group discussion. Another one is social pressure from the rest of the group. And because researchers use a small sample size, it is hard to generalize the result. What is in-depth interview? In-depth interview is a qualitative research technique that involves conducting intensive individual interviews with a small number of respondents to explore their perspective on a particular idea, program, or situation. The advantage of in-depth interview is that they provide much more detailed information than what it is available through other data collection methods such as surveys. The disadvantages are it is prone to bias because program or clinic staff might want to prove that a program is working. Their interview responses might be biased. It can also be time-intensive. Interviews can be a time-intensive evaluation activity because of the time it takes to conduct interview, transcribe them, and analyze the result. Another thing that is disadvantage is it is not generalizable. When in-depth interviews are conducted, generalization about the results are usually not available to be made because small samples are chosen and random sampling methods are not used.
Prototyping and rapid testing. So what is prototyping? A prototype is an early sample, model, or release of a product built to test a concept or a process or to act as a thing to be replicated or learned from. It makes it easier to unfold and test ideas during the early stages, thus saves resources by testing ideas continuously before implementation. And with that, they can continually develop and change their ideas with prototypes. It is also useful in terms of communication and collaboration within project teams. The physical presentation of the idea enables a common framework for understanding what the concept actually entails and the experience of it. So what is rapid testing? Rapid testing provides a time-compressed cycle of iterative development, feedback, and design adjustment. It introduces changes in the design process, and adopters of this process greatly reduce time to market and avoid costly mistakes.
Entrepreneurship is the process of seizing opportunity, innovating, providing value, acquiring resources, managing risk, and reaping benefits within the context of ethical determination. The entrepreneurship, commitment, and passion to pursue a particular business opportunity are the most critical factors in the successful translation of that opportunity into a thriving enterprise. Business validation is a must in view of the inherent risk associated with entering the market without even knowing if you have got it right from the beginning. There are various steps involved in validating a business, and any first-generation entrepreneur must follow this like a cardinal rule. If you have come up with a brilliant idea to develop a product or offer a service, you must discuss it with your friends, colleagues, and peers for an honest feedback. On most occasions, you may encounter a negative or biased feedback. However, it should not deter you from pursuing your dream. This is, in fact, a good beginning, because you will be determined to overcome the challenge and explain to them better the next time, while realigning your strategies. This step will also help you make key assumptions for your plan. The ability of an entrepreneur to call out this key assumption and then get early market data to refute or validate this assumption is critical before he or she starts to invest in the idea heavily. A standard market research may not always work as relevant data for your business may not be available. Once you have finalized your product or services, start exploring the market for competition. There is no point in offering the same service or launching a product which is already existing in the market without any value addition. Once the competition mapping is completed and if similar product or service exists in the market, ascertain how best you can better your product and service. You will be competing with an established market player with a set consumer base, and if you must disrupt that model, then your product or service should be far superior. Then take your product or service to your selected target audience with a trial offer for a feedback. It will help you in identifying the acceptance levels, flaws, if any, and plan any improvements that are required. The validation of an idea will strengthen your resolve to venture into an unfamiliar territory more confidently. You will be also in a better position to understand the market and take safeguarding measures. Business validation will help you in concluding whether you will succeed and estimate the time it takes to reach the goal. Overall, it will help you prepare better and remain well equipped to take on the market challenges.